Alright, before I start this video, I just want to tell everyone who's watching this, Merry Christmas and or Happy Holidays if you don't celebrate Christmas, or Happy regular day if you don't celebrate any holidays around this time of year. Anyway, instead of telling like a Christmas story or something, I'm going to be telling everyone a story that has nothing to do with Christmas. I'm going to be telling everyone a story about the time I got lost in Six Flags. And as a little AKA bread trivia, the video I made titled Why, the video that got deleted or whatever, I don't remember exactly what happened, but I remember the video was a story about what I'm about to say. And also, yes, I did get Red Dead 2 for Christmas. That's why I'm playing it, so I figured I'd just throw that in there. I also did get a Bob Ross bobblehead that does say, quotes, here you go, here you go.
You have to have dark in order to show light. It's just like in life.
Yeah, I see. Very nice. Anyway, before I talk about any more of my Christmas presents, I'm just going to go ahead and get on with the story. Okay, so a few years back, I was like 11 at the time. I had this friend, and he wanted to go to Six Flags. And I'm pretty sure it was Bring a Friend Free Day or something like that. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. I think you could just bring someone and they don't have to pay. Anyway, so we went to Six Flags, and his mom let us just roam around Six Flags for like an hour or two, which is kind of a bad idea whenever you think about it, because we're both 11, and also at the time I was super paranoid about everything. But either way, we were allowed to just do whatever, and as long as we met back with her at a certain time at like the kid center, and by kid I mean like really little kid, like maybe 4 or 5, because he had a little sister that was like 4 or 5, and his mom was watching after her. And his mom, for some reason, made his older brother let him borrow his watch so he can so me and him could go and meet her at the certain time, which is just dumb, really. Like, a watch, it just isn't the greatest way to be able to do that. And of course it's a watch so you can tell time, but like, I don't know, I just feel like there could have been a lot better alternatives, like just watching your kid and all, but I mean, whatever. Anyway, so we were just having fun, just riding rides and stuff. Also, a little known fact about me, I absolutely hate Six Flags. It's just, I'm not a big fan of roller coasters. And on top of that, I just hate Six Flags. There's too many people, it's always really hot, and just, it's either always too hot or too cold. And everywhere you turn, there's always somebody trying to sell you something, and literally everything is overpriced there, so yeah, you could say I'm not a big fan of Six Flags. Anyway, going back to the story, it came around the time that we had to meet back with his mom, and his watch that his brother had to give him, it screwed up, and like, it was a really weird watch. Like, you could set an alarm and stuff, but the alarm never went off because it switched to Mexico time without us even trying. It was really weird, and I don't live in Mexico, by the way. I live in the U.S. So basically what that meant is that we were late. And by late, I mean like we were like a solid 30 minutes to almost an hour late. And of course we're pretty young, so at the time neither of us had a phone. So basically his mom couldn't contact us. She was probably worrying about us. And so basically what that means is, don't let your kid roam around Six Flags whenever they're really young, and at least don't let them roam around Six Flags if they don't have a phone. Like, seriously, that's just a bad idea. Anything could have happened to us, and we would have literally had no way of contacting anyone because of the fact that we don't have a phone. So just don't do that. That's just a bad idea. So anyway, yeah, we're both freaking out, especially me, because like, my friend is keeping cool. I'm not, because at the time I was paranoid about literally everything once again, and so we just started sprinting. My friend was like, "Yo, we gotta go," so we just started booking it, and we were lost. We were completely lost, and so basically we were just roaming around this ginormous theme park, and we had no idea where we were. So literally anytime we went anywhere, we ended up back where we normally were. And so basically, eventually, we just had to be like, okay, we have to ask someone where we are and how to get back to the place that we need to go. Basically, we're on the other side of the place, and yeah, that was fun. It really was. So my friend's like, okay, we need to go. So he started like sprinting, and he expected me to sprint, and I was already tired. Literally all my life, I've been kind of out of shape. Well, not like super out of shape, but I mean like I've never been able to sprint like a lot, and so he wanted to sprint, and I was tired. And yeah, and on top of that, my pants I decided to wear that day didn't fit me right, so they kept falling down. And on top of that, I had to use the restroom like really bad. So it was just not a good situation at all. And yeah, it was very scary for me. And another reason why I don't like going to Six Flags, because it just reminds me of that one time that I got lost in Six Flags, and my pants kept falling down, and I had to use the restroom, and I was just tired. So eventually, we made it back, and we were both tired. I mean, of course, I was way more tired because he's more athletic than I am, and or I was at least. I mean, it probably still is. I don't know him today, but I mean, just knowing the differences between me and him, he probably still is. Anyway, and you think that's like the peak of it. You think that's whenever like nothing else can go wrong. You're back where you're supposed to be, and everything's good, right? Well, not so much actually. Yeah, remember how I said I had to use the restroom real bad? Well, I told his mom that, and she thought it would be a great idea to get my friend's older brother to take me to the restroom. And well, here's the thing about my friend's older brother. Him and my sister may or may not have dated for a while, and he was kind of a bad person to say the least, and it was kind of awkward between me and him because like it was kind of a bad situation. And yeah, that's my story. That's my story with Six Flags. And honestly, I wanted to make this video for a while. It's just there's been kind of a few difficulties with it, you know, with me losing my audio last time I tried to make it, and then I just haven't been in the mood to make it. Really though, I want to make more story videos. It's just most of the time I can't remember a lot of my stories. So yeah, hopefully more come, but I'm not sure if they will. And I guess I'll see y'all's in the next video.
Bob's or Vagon, whichever will it be. Sit the fuck down, T-Series. I'm here to spill the real tea. You're trying to dethrone me from spot on #1, but you India, you lose. So best think you haven't won. When I'm through with you, we're gonna be completely fucking